Hello, wonderful and amazing people and beings. Welcome back to the channel. Now, we need we need some some answers, and please understand that this is for entertainment purposes. I am not giving any advice or anything. So, but we need to know why the high and mighties, but just not even just exclusively the high and mighties, but just other people, and just even people in let's say the hierarchical spectrum, uh, why they think and why they're playing God. And not just that, why are they, what's the purpose of legalizing and illegalizing nature? Our, we've been on this planet for billions of years, and not and I would say it was only 4, 5, 600 years ago, up until it was starting. There was starting to say what's legal and what's not legal, and I'm like saying, there's so much magic and so much health in this world, um, and we need to feed off of our nature. But a lot of this stuff, they're saying, oh, well, you can't. If you know what I mean, that's why they say, oh, these things are, dangerous to one's mentality, and they change people's moods and stuff like that. Meanwhile, you have tons of lab-grown medicines, let's just say, that are good for like one thing, but then you got side effects include this, that, or the other. It's like they do one or two good things, and then they've got like 50 side effects. So let me so why? But it even goes beyond that. It's even putting a price on fresh produce, and even taxing, in some cases illegalizing the growth of produce, um, and which is, why is that? We need to know what's going on here. Three of Swords. King of Swords. So we open with the... Oh, it's a Queen of Swords. Then we have a Queen of Wands. King of Wands. And Nine of Pentacles. Sorry if you can't see it in the frame, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. I'll show it here. Right away, I mean, I'm just like saying, I already see that they know and it's even showing like what the heart. You see how the swords are like going right through it's almost like an eye with a heart-shaped pupil, and they know that that it's not just health for people's health, but it's also for, they know that health is the biggest currency, so they can't let you be healthy. And it's funny how these two, it's very much like a, I'm sensing a lot that these people just want to play God, because I mean, like this, look at this queen. I mean, she's she's like a very high spirit out in space. These queens, one is carrying the fate of the stars, and also the fate of even us as a planet. And while this other one is giving out, even though it's feminine energy, it's she's trying to basically be the sun and the water, because I mean, like, look at here, this looks like water. So the thing is that these people want to basically be God in many ways. They're trying. They know that whatever is being whatever's being they know that nature is not illegal. They know that nature and let's call it NA. And that doesn't mean for like non-applicable. It's let's say let's call it natural natural protection, let's just say. They don't like the fact that humanity can live without them, without the big labs and this. So, and that's why they lace a lot of stuff with unhealthy things, and also not just that, but they encourage you. They make the most unhealthy stuff to basically poison you. What do the star seeds have to say? Beyond the mind, water, the violet flames, the heart chakra. And I'll do one more here. The infinite. There are lots of droughts going on, and this is a war of the mind. They need to make sure that your brain chemistry is suitable for their taking. They also know that water is a necessity. And haven't you been realizing that there have been a lot of droughts, and water's getting more expensive, and this, that, and the other. They are trying to limit and utilize nature, and legalize and have it go through them, because that's how they make their money. They don't have, and even with the with certain injections, let's call them, they're not in for your health. It has nothing to do with health. It has everything to do with pockets. Their pockets. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They care about what's good for their pockets, and and what's but they say that, oh, it's for your own good. Whenever you hear those words, you know that that's like gaslighting, or at least it's or at least what is it? It's snake oil salesman. It's a snake oil salesman pitch. They don't care about anything about. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They care about what's good for the pockets, and what's good so that way there can be like a uni-world, a uni-planet way of thinking, almost like a monotheistic belief, and saying that we need to keep you unhealthy so that way we're the answer. They need you to be unhealthy, even though they say, "Oh, well, we encourage you to have diet and exercise." Well, first of all, in order to have diet and exercise, and to live a very healthy lifestyle, you have to have access to to basic necessities. You have to have access to fresh produce, and that stuff is the thing that is the most expensive. And so it's just a huge scam to basically us be in misery, because they pump so many freaking chemicals into these things, and pesticides that weaken just weaken our systems. And just people need to understand that foods are mind altering things. Like, why do you think there's the thing called comfort food? Like, why do you think that fats make us feel more full and complete? Why do you think sometimes certain fruits and vegetables and other foods make us feel a little more energized? They know that the best way of mind control is through access to fresh produce, and they can't let you be healthy, because there's no money in health. I mean, unless if you're a health fanatic. And for the gymnasts, and maybe not just the gymnasts, but like the health fanatics, yeah, absolutely. But for the big, for certain medicines, big medicine, let's call it, because that's actually the translation from Greek. How do we go about this? What's like the answer here? Celebration, cosmic connection, emotions, move forward, new chapter. Okay, so right away, we need to celebration. We need to celebrate what we have, because what we have is going to be taken away, and we're also need to celebrate that there's going to be a victory coming soon, like a very big victory coming for us, because we're fine through struggles and pain. we don't know what to believe in. So we have to believe. Most of us are going to end up being more connected to the universe, because that and feeding off of each other. And when I mean each other, I mean as us as a spiritual and human beings, and that's you need the cosmic connection, and that's through emotion. And people and, oh wow, beyond the mind, cosmic connection and emotion, that's another thing that they need us. That's what they're trying to do us for. They know that we can ascend, but they need to control our emotions and manipulate our minds, so that way we feel that there's no way out and that they're the answer. But what we need to do is keep fighting and pushing back and to move forward. They are using these sorts of things, and even these narratives say, oh, well, this is the way of the future. We are moving forward. No, 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 no. They don't want you to move forward. Not at all. They never did. They never want to. They just want to move forward for themselves. And they don't want you to start a new chapter here. They don't. Even though it's a must. That's what you need. That's what you need to do. Start making healthier choices if possible, to the best of your capabilities. But sometimes you just and it doesn't. And starting a new chapter and starting with your health doesn't always mean through food and resources. It's cherishing nature, because that's exactly what they're trying to destroy. The high and mighties don't want us to be surrounded by nature. They don't want us to worship the moon. They don't want us to worship the sun or anything that that's not them. They hate nature. They hate it. That's why they say, oh, well, there's no such thing as natural, protection from these things. Even though, we've been a species, humans, or maybe not humans, but at least the life has been active for billions and billions of years. Even without them, we've done it before. When we were not as evolved, we can do it again when we're more evolved. That's what they fear, but that's what they know. So they're grasping for straws, but just know that they're not going to be successful. I said this in an earlier video. They're not going to be successful, but however, it is starting to be a lot more affordable. Right now, people are actually scavenging for seeds. So sure, it's hard work and stuff like that, and you're gonna need some sort of backyard. Maybe not even a backyard. You might need some plants and stuff like that, and maybe a balcony garden or something like that. If you live in an apartment, small apartment with no garden, their number one fear is you being healthy and you not relying on them. So the best way to counter that is through seeds, and it takes time and patience. And I understand that there is, if you live in certain areas, there's no way for you. There's no access to those natural resources. That's what they prey upon. But when there's a will, there's a way. Urban people will eventually catch on, and I'm not saying not urban people, city people, I meant to say. urban people already have this. Uh, Urban people already have the knowledge of these things. They already have a lot of survival instincts and stuff like that. However, the city people don't. And they always say trust the, guys like the cities, trust the you know the word. I'm not gonna say it. But well, yeah, I trust it. I trust nature. Every animal. It's like, how are we the only ones to create and go up against nature? This is our mother. She gave birth to us. But they're saying nope. F your father, if you know what I mean. F your mother. That's what we are. No, they're not. They're that. At best, they're the stepdad. At the very best. They're not related to us. They're not related to these because we are starseeds. These are leatherheads, and unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately. I should say fortunately, we know better. Even though they're saying that we don't, that they know better. Don't listen to that. Start growing your own food. Start resisting. Start going back and protesting and saying, do you know what? You guys are the F-ups. You guys messed up. We're not the mess-ups. We are the ones who know better. Even though you say that you do, you don't. You care about your narrative and your agenda. You don't care about people's health and well-being. Because if they did, then if they honestly did, guess what? They wouldn't have any money. I'm sure there are plenty of cures. There are plenty of treatments of saying that, oh, there's no such thing. There absolutely is. Go to nature. Nature has a lot of medicines, and I understand that there are some things that is foreign to nature that certain lab medicines help out with, but for a vast majority, they're just emulations of things, and again, there's no money in nature. Up to a point, there is. That's why BG is buying up all the farmland. He knows that, but the thing is that we know how important nature is. They know how important nature is. They're trying to rip us away from it and mess up our psyches. But do you know what? I said this before in an earlier video. They're gonna lose. You're better than they are. We're all better than they are. They know that. But they don't want you to know that. So that's it for today. Thank you so very much. Please like, comment, share, subscribe so the echoes expand.